What's up, Epic Army? It's been a long while since we've received any real signal as to the progress of the Final Fantasy VII Remake. However, recently there have been some social media moves made by Tetsuya Nomura, the director of the 7 Remake and the soon-to-be-released Kingdom Hearts 3. Today, I'll be covering that as well as some of the end-of-year roundup news surrounding the Final Fantasy VII Remake. So the big news in the room today is that the Final Fantasy VII Remake has officially received a Twitter account. This account's previous handle was just FF7, but it has been changed to FF7R Cloud. Obviously the R stands for Remake, and Cloud stands for, well, of course, this mopey punk. We're not quite sure why Nomura chose to change the account's handle, but we can gather a bit of an idea based on the account's recent post. The only post the account has made since the handle change reads, 7 more days. This year was also a blink of an eye, but I feel a long week ahead, so I will go to edit. Nomura. That's just a crappy Google Translate, but we get the idea. While it's a bit cryptic, what I think it means is that Nomura's work is finally ending after one more week of work on Kingdom Hearts 3, which will leave Nomura totally focused on the 7 Remake. As mentioned earlier, Tetsuya Nomura is currently directing 2 flagship franchises at Square Enix, Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Final Fantasy VII Remake. With the looming release of Kingdom Hearts 3 on January 25th, 2019, Nomura has been focusing the majority of his time in 2018 on that project. And while that doesn't mean that nothing has been happening on the 7 Remake project, not having your primary decision maker focused on your project will definitely slow it down. This fact is compounded by the reality that the Final Fantasy VII Remake was pulled in-house at Square Enix in January 2017. The game was previously being developed by a longtime partner studio of Square Enix called CyberConnect 2. Square Enix was not happy with the quality or progress of the game CyberConnect 2 was developing, and thus they dumped the project on the already busy with Kingdom Hearts 3, Tetsuya Nomura. This move obviously slowed down the development of both games, not to mention the fact that Nomura stated in 2017 that they had to dump nearly 2 full years of work that CyberConnect 2 had already completed. Not good for Final Fantasy VII Remake. We've covered this story in previous videos on this channel, so we'll link to those down below if you'd like more info. Anyway, that's a long-winded way of bringing us all the way back around to the updated Twitter account. What I believe is happening is that Nomura is getting his social media accounts in order so as to prepare for his transition completely off of the Kingdom Hearts 3 project and on to the Final Fantasy VII Remake project. That is of course great news for those of us following the progress of this game, as it means that in 2019 we are sure to have some actual progress updates from Nomura about the remake. But now we've got to cover some bad news. We should not expect Final Fantasy VII Remake to release in 2019. Don't shoot the messenger. Again, we've covered many reasons why this is the case in other videos, links in the description, but let's recap a few. As I just mentioned, much of the work that CyberConnect 2 did couldn't be used. The game was dumped on an already occupied producer. That producer was not primarily focused on the new project, and finally, nearly all communications about the game have gone silent since January 2018, except for quotes from Nomura himself, saying that the Final Fantasy VII Remake was announced too early. In Nomura's view, announcing games early is a good thing as it gets ahead of rumors and leaks, which is true. However, it's also a double-edged sword as it sets unrealistic expectations for fans about development timelines for the game. The Final Fantasy VII Remake is a shining example of this in my view, and I also think it's why Nomura is saying this in 2018. So in closing, we very likely aren't going to be getting Final Fantasy VII Remake in 2019. However, there is very likely to be news and social media posts about the project from the development team and Nomura himself. That's better than nothing at this point, and you can bet I'll be covering the remake right here on Less Than Epic. Thanks for watching, everyone, and this is Radical Edward signing out. Hey, it's Radid here. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe as well. It really helps out the channel. We put out multiple new videos each week, and we appreciate all of your support. Thanks for watching, everyone, and cheers.